he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5.
he get in? Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down.
20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The foul.
No, not during when starting lineups. Ladies and gentlemen, oops, sorry, I turned this off.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's time to recognize the class of 2023 seniors from Cranston High School West. Accompanied by her mom, Christina Bachner, dad, John Bachner, and brother, Declan Bachner, senior captain, Bryn Bachner. Accompanied by her mom, Kara Fitzgerald, her dad, Jay Fitzgerald, and sister, Caitlin Fitzgerald, senior Molly Fitzgerald. Accompanied by mom, Elizabeth Perot, dad, Chris Perot, and sisters, Julia and Nicole Perot, Sarah Perot. Accompanied by her dad, Manny Torres, and mom, Fabiola Torres, Ariana Torres. Accompanied by her dad, Dimos Viveros, her mom, Bonley Bordaleo, and brother, Kaden Viveros, Kylie Viveros. Accompanied by dad, David Webb, mom, Denise Webb, and sister, Olivia Webb, Captain Emily Webb. Accompanied by mom, Trish Welch, dad, Chris Welch, brother, Aiden Welch, and sister, Michaela Batista, Riley Welch. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cranston West Falcons girls soccer class of 2023.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Borth back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the.
Good evening once again and welcome to the nest at Cranston High School West. For tonight's girls soccer action between the South Kingstown Rebels and your Cranston West Falcons. Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game first with the visiting South Kingstown Rebels. Senior midfielder, captain number 2, Reagan Bell. Sophomore forward, number 4, Lexi Pasanas. Junior midfielder, number 5, Celine Barbera. Senior defender, number 10, Captain Malia Young. Junior forward, number 11, Finley Carr. Junior defender, number 12, Alexandra Smith. Junior midfielder, number 13, Sarah Burrian. Junior forward, number 14, Abby McDonald. Senior defender, number 21, Captain Lauren Fulas. Sophomore midfielder, number 24, Bella Hubbard. The goaltender, a junior 00, Addie Cook.
Okay. Yep, perfect.
And now the starting lineups for your Cranston West Falcons. Senior midfielder number 4, Sarah Parrow. Sophomore striker number 11, Sarah Pimento. Senior defender number 14, Molly Fitzgerald. Junior defender number 15, Gabriella Di Filippo. Senior midfielder number 17, Bryn Bachner. Junior midfielder number 19, Taya Marcis. Senior midfielder, welcome back, number 22, Riley Welch. Senior defender number 23, Kylie Viveros. Senior midfielder number 24, Emily Webb. Senior midfielder number 25, Ariana Torres. And the goalkeeper, a sophomore, number 1, Oceana Orlandi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you please rise, direct your attention to center field, and join the Cranston West Marching Band for the performance of tonight's national anthem.
And a pleasant good evening and welcome inside the nest here at Cranston High School West. One more edition of girls soccer action as the Cranston West Falcons take on the South Kingstown Rebels in the regular season. Falcons, of course, looking for postseason play still to come. Matt Gillis in the broadcast booth with you this evening on Fans Only Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you may be. It is senior night here at the West Nest, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. I take a moment before the game to recognize the departing seniors, especially on this Cranston West side. Bryn Bachner, Molly Fitzgerald, Sarah Perot, Ariana Torres, Kylie Viveros, Emily Webb, and Riley Welch, who has been out for the last 8 months after tearing her ACL, is ready to play and will be in the starting 11 tonight for the Cranston West Falcons and what would be her final regular season home game as a Falcon. Midfielder has had a recovery for the ages to deal with to be able to get back. But here she is. Falcons in the all red. South Kingstown in the all white. And a very strong crowd in store for this senior game, including the Cranston West Marching Band performed the national anthem prior to the start of tonight's proceedings. We are set and ready to go. It's going to be South Kingstown over top of the ball first. Lexi Pisanos will get things started for the Rebels. And we are underway in the first half of action. And that one will immediately scoot all the way down the field and outside of the byline. So a pickup for Oceana Orlandi, and she'll start off with a 6 right at the beginning of the game. Orlandi slots that one on the outside. Falcons are going to play progressive play out of the backfield, trying to look forward for Sarah Pimentel. Comes back through the midfield, hit off there of the 15 of DiFilippo, and may have actually deflected off of a Rebels player in the process of that as Orlandi came back and scooped it up. Good kick in the center of the field. Welch bumped for a moment, got that one forward to Pimentel. For Perot on the outside. Perot is going to have a defensive battle there against the 12 of Alexandra Smith. And it's going to go out of play for a Rebels throw. Tonight's game on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Paiva Realty, the Perino Properties team. Visit perinoproperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network. You can get a $500 credit on buying or selling of a home. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today. DiFilippo from the near side touchline. That's kicked aside by Bella Hubbard for SK, and now comes all the way back over top of Torres. Will have to be settled as it landed onto the foot of Pisanos for a second out of play. A throw in to come from Young. Malia Young, along with Reagan Bell, the two captains on this SK side. Bryn Bachner, Emily Webb, Riley Welch, captains on the Cranston West side for Welch. Right in front. And it continues to ping-pong around. Goes off of DiFilippo out of play. And another throw-in for Young. Soccer coaches will always talk about the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of a half. Who dominates it can set a tempo for the pace of the game. SK is pushed west on their heels here in the first 5. We'll see if they can flip that around. Past Welch looking for Pimentel on an outlet pass, and that one was put back in by Smith. Outside again as Smith works that far side touchline near to the Cranston West bench. Long distance ball put down into the lower third, sent back by the West defense. And then approaching from the outside is Reagan Bell. Bell's going to get pushed out to the far side touchline, out of play right before the flag. So a very, very deep throw for the Rebels. Inside the box and kicked away smartly from the West back line. And it bounces away from Pimentel, so out of play. And they'll say a Rebels throw. Backline defense for the Falcons has been really key throughout the course of the season. They have a very good backline with Fitzgerald, Bachner, kind of in that swing position, playing sometimes straight mid, sometimes in a CDM. As DiFilippo turns that one forward for Taya Marcis. Marcis was looking forward on the outside for Emily Webb. Gets tied up in the middle between Welch and Young. To the outside for Perot. She'll go for the overlap opportunity. Pimentel didn't go out to the alleyway, and so the Rebels were able to pick that one off and bring it back. Reagan Bell again, outlet pass play, and that one's too far away from the 14 of Abby McDonald. So a throw in to come for the Falcons. Down deep, they're going to have to make a decision here to go high up and over. They did. Had a check down option if they wanted it. So out of play and a Rebels throw instead. Far side touchline as we play inside of the first 5 gone by. Torres trying to turn. And the Falcons defense is caught. And that one's going to go up high, and a save by Orlandi. Pushes it just out of the play. Great diving play by Oceana Orlandi. So it'll present the first corner of the match for the Rebels. Everybody inside that 6. From Hubbard. Will hit off of the crossbar and over top, and may have came off of the head of a Rebels player before it did hit that crossbar. It looked like it changed directions. Orlandi quickly to send that one up front. Gets pushed out of play. Hubbard for the Rebels. Into a sea of red jerseys, trying to pull that one free. Torres has it. A little loop pass and trying to attack that one as it stays right inside the touchline with Sarah Pimentel coming over from the opposite side. Saved it at the line, and it goes off of Welch and out of play. Young. It bounced off of the 5 of Barbera and then sent to the line. DiFilippo kept it in. Riley Welch settles it back for DiFilippo. Slot pass play from DiFilippo for Pimentel. Reagan Bell for SK moves that one across. Looking on the outside, Alexandra Smith. Smith sends that one upfield. Paisanos on the far side touchline, and now out of play, West ball. One player at center. So West trying to make a substitution. May have been a little too late to get there. And an opportunity as that one set rolling towards goal. And Pimentel trying to get there. Not enough time, perhaps. Got scooped up by Addie Cook. Addie Cook, the junior goalie in net for the SK Rebels. Oceano Orlandi, the sophomore, in net for the Cranston West Falcons. Marcis got through Fules for Pimentel, and now they're going to whistle Pimentel for running over top of an SK player. And it's going to be a free kick for the Rebels. Through into midfield. Out of play. They're going to call it off of Bachner. All right, throw in for the Rebels. All the way down into the lower third and smartly deflecting one off of a Rebels player. So a West 6 to come. And Riley Welch gets subbed out. 10 minutes of play in the first half as Harper Cone comes in to replace her. After 8 months being back, to be able to get on the field on your senior night, just be able to play 10 minutes, and she's going to take a long walk for a moment. Just got to feel emotionally good, but it's still physically tolling. Likely, as we'll see her for a brief moment in the second half, so she can get her senior moment. And we don't mean it by that kind of a senior moment. She'll get the celebration ovation, and she will send off her Cranston West career, as will a number of other players this evening. Turning opportunity for SK, easily scooped by Orlandi from McDonald, and a big kick to center field. Tapped along by Young. SK trying to find space. Webb on the outside line. If she can get there and keep this in, Emily Webb has an opportunity. 24 versus 24. Webb keeps it still in, and now they say no, out of play. I don't know, but from my angle, I thought Emily Webb had that one in as she was going toe-to-toe against Bella Hubbard. So Cook for the 6 for SK. Torres for DiFilippo. We'll send that one through for Pimentel, leading ball coming from the opposite side, the other direction. Looked to be possibly the 14, or it's actually I'm going to check that one. That might be the 16 of Emily Stahl that came flying down the field. That was the 16 of Emily Stahl who came flying down the field. So Stahl and Harper Cone have both entered the game for the Falcons. Here's DiFilippo for Webb, a little bit too far past her. Sets up Hubbard for a throw. Back to Hubbard. Cone comes in the middle. Bodies up against Burrion. Webb for Cone. Across for Marcis. Leading ball for Pimentel. A little too much on the one touch. Has to come back and set it. Careful for the Falcons here. as they get this one cleared out of the zone, at least to midfield. Webb picks that one up, turning. Will slot back across. Bachner for Marcis. Marcis tripped on the play, no call. Now they whistle it. A little bit of a late whistle there from the referee on the apparent trip. So it sets up Ariana Torres. Boots this one, little bounce, and kicked away by SK, trying to shepherd it to the line and getting pushed while she did. Was the 24 of Webb, and I think they're going to call the push. They are going to call the push to Emily Webb, so it's going to be a free kick for the Falcons from right outside the corner of the 18. Dangerous spot for Torres. Can she curl one? Almost, as that one was kicked aside by Addie Cook. It's going to set up a corner for Cranston West. So first corner of the night for the Falcons. You can go to the corner. Never mind. Right inside the mixer and out of play. So a 6 to come for SK. Hit off of play in the midfield. Bachner tried to slot that one forward, looking for Webb on the outside. Instead, it comes back, turned by Finley Carr. Leading pass attempt for Paisanos and 2 West defenders right there, and they're going to be able to kick this one away. Sent through. Pimentel on charge. It's going to get to Cook before Pimentel can get to it. For Hubbard. And that will be off and out of play. DiFilippo was trying to keep it in. Hubbard. Throw in sent, taken down was Carr. And it's pushed off by Jordan Costa. So slowly here as we approach towards halfway gone by in this first half, Falcons restructuring the 11 on the field into what we normally see out of their starting lineup. Dangerous play right here in the center. Opportunity for Finley Carr. Defense coming across. Oceana Orlandi going aerial again. No, just a really ridiculous save. You don't know when the save's gonna come, so it's like, yeah, keep it like. Corner kick from SK comes right back through the center of the mixer, still ping-ponging around West, trying to push it out of play. Going to ground was a West defender. It's the 24 of Webb, and they're gonna get the push from behind for DiFilippo, near side touchline. Not called handball on Sarah Burian. Harper Cone for Pimentel. A little backwards for her. She's going to have to turn this one. DiFilippo. Cone, as they try to spin that one outside, looking for the 16 of Stahl. Came back through the middle, and this one comes all the way back. Torres and Costa are going to have to work for this one. They're going to go back past to Orlandi. Clears it up. Dangerous plays it sitting there in the open space, and offside is SK. As not checking back was the 4 of Pisanos. Huh? No, only on goals and when they do the X. Picked up once again and carried forward and getting tripped down. No call in the box. Great defensive play as Finley Carr got her legs taken out from underneath her. Ball outside on the sideline will be a throw-in for SK that could have been dangerous for West. Smart from West defense to make sure they were alongside of Pisanos, not behind her, as Orlandi can let this one go out the byline. And it'll be a 6 for the Falcons. Good long boot for Webb as she looks to turn. DiFilippo sent that one forward off of the 19 of Marcis. Bounces back to the outside line for Young. Webb settles. Through ball looking for Bachner. Cone looping for Pimentel. Will be kicked away on the back line. There's Lauren Fulis. And that's just compassionate care by the back line of SK. Pimentel turns to the center. Good ball as she put that right onto the foot of the 16 of Stahl. Webb. Overlap ball between Webb and DiFilippo, kicked away. And they're going to allow for, no, they're not going to allow for SK to make this. Oh, there's 2 balls on the field. I was going to say that would be very weird to allow SK to make the sub there. Not their space. Cone in the middle gets called for a little too much shoulder to that. And a free kick for SK. Through the middle, turned to the outside, and that one was a miscommunication, perhaps, between the 4 of Pisanos and the 11 of Finley Carr. So a substitution of Pisanos goes out. They bring in the 8 of Brianna Oleski. And SK has another throw-in. Cone. Bachner. Turned right through and trying to push it forward was McDonald, part of the outside shot score. And SK has put the first one on the board with 17:40 left to go here in the first half. And now the Falcons, a little bit of work to do. And carefully here as the Falcons are on their back foot again, and Jordan Costa kicks that one away. We do not have confirmation on the goal, but it may very well have come off of the 23 of Bella DeGioia. In for Harper Cone. Bachner pushed aside. Cone forward for Pimentel. Pimentel outside, ball for Stahl. Good ball if Emily Stahl can get there. She does and gets a corner earned as she was able to cut it across the foot of a Rebels defender. So a Falcons corner to come, and they needed to figure out who's going to take the corner. Sarah Pimentel's going to go over finally. Second corner attempt for the Falcons. Pimentel. Good curling ball came outside. Bachner has a foot on it. Welch has a foot on it and can't get it across as either of them. Torres from distance, and that one is cut by Addie Cook. Ariana Torres had that dialed up and right on point. We'll go all the way back out. DiFilippo could not get there in time. SK throw in to come from Malia Young. Oleski. Orlandi came out for it, and they're going to say 6 as it hit off of the edge of Oleski's foot. And Orlandi looks like she may have gotten kicked a little bit on that play. Costa over top of Welch. As the Falcons try to work the far side touchline from our broadcast position, Riley Welch can't get there. A little too much mustard on that ball. Torres comes back up for it. Torres dispossessed by DeGioia. As SK goes to switch field for the 2 of Reagan Bell. Deep corner opportunity coming across. Orlandi stole that one from DeGioia. That was headed for the bottom corner. Turn ball for the 10 of Young. Settled by Harper Cone. Bachner. Switch outside for the Falcons. They turn that one across for Danielle DeSocio. The present and the future all on the field on this final game at home for the Falcons on this season. As you see players like Harper Cone, who we've seen throughout the course of this season at times. Cone, a freshman. Emily Stahl is a junior. She'll be back next year. Danielle DeSocio, a junior. She'll be back. A few players like Sarah Pimentel, Oceana Orlandi, just sophomores. Plenty of time still for them. Welch. Outside ball for Caitlin Blanchette. Blanchette will get pushed out of play. And more substitutions. DeSocio will go out. Back in comes Emily Webb. Check down throw for Webb. Pushes that one out for Cone for Welch. Kicked out by SK and another Falcons throw. 12 and change left to go here in the first half. Rebels leading this game 1-0 on a Bella DeGioia goal. Chasing this one is Torres against the 4 of Pisanos. Kicked out of play. Our throw in for the Rebels, Amalia Young. Switchfield play does not work to SK's favor. Landed for Sarah Pimentel right at midfield. Webb will keep this one just in on the touchline. Oh, they called it in the air. There's no way that ball was out of play. In the air, and you can see the shadow straddling the line. Hole of the ball must be across the whole of the line for that to be out of play. Emily Webb had a great save at the touchline. That should have been in. That should have stayed Falcons ball. They're going to get it anyway here. And they throw in to come from Blanchette. Pushed away as Welch was getting bumped from behind by Bell. Shepherding one is Torres. And the Falcons will get another throw. Welch chesting that one down, and going through her was the 10 of Young, so another throw in for the Falcons. Bounces over top of Bachner. Bachner tied up with DeGioia. Comes forward with the ball. Perot. Tap back pass was looking for Viveros. SK got an overlap. Torres clears that away from the stopper sweeper position. As approaching on fast was the 4 of Pisanos. Orlandi will scoop that one up. Good boot from Orlandi. Burrian. DeGioia. Torres will shepherd it to Orlandi. In all of her animation, a goaltender that plays with a lot of heart on her sleeve, a lot of intensity every single game out. And it's why she's one of the best in the Ocean State and just a sophomore. Has started almost every game since she came to Cranston West last year. Will certainly continue to do so for her final 2 seasons here at the Nest. Webb knocks that out of play. We'll set Hubbard for another throw. Substitution comes as they take out the 10 of Young for the 17 of Kaya Nuttall. Webb was able to get a piece of that off the side of her head. Turning in the middle is Cone. DeGioia takes that one from her. Jumping header from Fitzgerald. Pushes that one out to the far side. Near to the bench side and out of play. Inside of 8 left to go here in the first half. Falcons trailing 1-0. Bella DeGioia scoring a goal of about 9 minutes ago. With about 17 and a half left to go in this first half. She broke what had been a scoreless game as these two sides have really battled back and forth between each other. Orlandi will scoop this one and send a kick all the way out to the center. Welch for Cone for Webb, back for Riley Welch. Welch can send that one looking for an overlap ball for Webb. It's going to go out of play before Webb can get to it. And will be left as they're going to sub the 24 of Bella Hubbard. Webb for Welch. So my prediction was wrong. I thought we may only see Riley Welch then later in the second half. Looks like we're going to... We've seen her in the first part of the first half and the second part of the second half. Second part of the first half. Off of Welch's shoulder. Cone for Blanchette. Good ball for Pimentel. Webb. A little bit of a shove, and yeah, she's going to get called for that one as she's stiff-armed. And SK will set this one up. Amelia Gerton is the 25. Gerton, a freshman, plays backline defense, is also one of the 3 goaltenders on the roster. So a field player who's also a goaltender. Seeing a few of those. This one is out of play, far sideline for West. Again for West. They go to Welch. Pimentel. Turning outside for Harper Cone. And Cone will not be able to get that one. Cook kicks it away. Came right back in the center. Getting pushed from behind. Easy call for the referees there. As we're going to get a West throw in. Should be a West kick. Well, they're just going to give the throw. Continuing to push is Torres as she goes toe-to-toe against Ada Bolesky. SK came away with the ball. And out of play, and a SK throw and another substitution to come. They bring back in the 11 of Finley Carr. Poke check ball from the Falcons back across the line again. Right in the center for Costa to be able to kick that one away. Welch trying to turn 2 white jerseys on her. Falcons able to try to get a switch field play for Webb. Mishandle on the touch, may have been a slippery ball as she was trying to trap that one down. And Gerton sends it upfield. Kicked away carefully on the back line by Fitzgerald. Bell turned away defensively by the Falcons. Webb will just send that one a little bit further up and out of play. So Gerton has to throw again. As we craftfully approach the magical 2-minute mark. And then we'll see officially when the half will come to a conclusion from the referees. Out of play on a missed kick from Cook. For the 9 of Caitlin Blanchette to throw in. And another substitution as well. She'll be taken out for the second time. And that'll obviously be it for her for this half. Blanchette, good throw. Webb trying to come on for that one. Kicked well away and out of play. So Blanchette for another throw. Off of Harper Cone. Cuts back for Fitzgerald. She'll shepherd it to Orlandi. Orlandi spins one up as she was looking for Taya Marcis. Turned outside of the box. Webb gets pushed from behind by Nuttall, and that will be called by the referees. A minute and a half left to go here in the first half. And the 1-0 scoreline on the Bella DeGioia goal from SK. For Harper Cone. Back, and Torres will clear that off the back line. Finley Carr out of play. Kicked aside by Bella DeGioia and a Falcons throw. And if the Falcons want to try to get something here before half, they're going to have to work quickly. A whistle for SK. With seconds left to go in the half. Lauren Pulas trying to dial one up. Orlandi's got it. And that's the whistle in the end of the first half of play. Falcons a little bit of work left to do on senior night from the Nest. Rebels 1 on a Bella DeGioia goal. Falcons 0. We'll take the commercial break. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown.
And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side.
Down, they've got it.
The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons know. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown.
And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side.
Down, they've got it.
The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons know. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown.
And boards
back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone, they're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in?
Lynch sets back.
Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front, a shot, and they score. Into the zone, they're right on the post side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot, and they score. Into the zone.
As we welcome you back to the nest at Cranston High School West Stadium. Second half about to go between the Cranston West Falcons and the South Kingstown Rebels. Matt Pillsworth here on the broadcast booth. And a 1-0 scoreline after the first half. South Kingstown on the goal by Bella DeGioia. Maddie Gallo has made an appearance. The sophomore JV starter who we've seen punch the clock in a couple of varsity games is out there on the field to start the second half alongside the 11 of Sarah Pimentel, 22 of Riley Welch. And the Falcons have that one come all the way back. Persiana Orlandi. Reagan Bell. Pisanos. Pisanos struck one, and that one went wide. Had a lot of bite on that one. Out of play. And an SK throw to come off of the 14 of McDonald. Right into Marcis and out of play again. McDonald to get another throw. McDonald approached on that time. I was trying to spin one, was Pimentel through the midfield. Bachner had that one tapped forward for a moment. Torres on the back line, where the Falcons tried to turn that one upside along the SK bench. Rolled back, Orlandi will come out, and she'll scoop that one up. Orlandi, good boot to midfield. Off the backside of Welch, Gallo tried to pull off. DiFilippo across the line will be out of play. Stepping forward was Fitzgerald and kicks that one way down. So Alexandra Smith from just about midfield. Smith again. DiFilippo. Switch ball on the overlap for Welch. Back to DiFilippo. Back for Welch again. As she turned that one, DiFilippo has it go off of her. She battled with the 13 of Sarah Burian. Smith. In a shoving match was the 4 of Pisanos with the 14 of Fitzgerald. Both of them went down. Ball out of play. West throw in. Right, High School Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Paiva Realty, the Perino Properties team. Visit perinoproperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network. Get a $500 credit towards buying or selling a home. By Joseph Lamy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com. Off of the head of DiFilippo, out of play again. And SK getting a bunch of throw-ins down in their lower third. And nothing to show for it thus far. Falcons will take that with a grain of salt as they try to come back from this 1-0 deficit on the Bella DeGioia goal back in the first half. Gallo trying to run hard on the SK defense of Amelia Garrison. SK getting the ball. Deep throw in. Costa will work that one away. And again, the first 5 of a half creates point of domination. SK putting West on their heels again in the first 5 of a half. Pimentel, Marcis for Welch. And it comes all the way back offside. Will be called the 14 of McDonald. Pisano's not too happy with the call, but that she was. And Jordan Costa will line up to send this one down the field. Good boot from Costa. Trying to get to DiFilippo in the alleyway. Couldn't. Marcis undercuts Burian. Ball goes out of play. Going to ground was Pisanos. And they go ahead and call it anyway. And it sets Reagan Bell. Swings one. Headed away from Fitzgerald. And will come all the way out. Kicked away by Burry, and it went off of the toe of Welch and out of play. Torres will go ahead and shield this one. Can she get it to run to the back line? She can, and a 6 for the Falcons. And substitutions for the Falcons. Gallo will come off. Welch will come off. So Riley Welch again puts in almost 10 minutes to start a half in her first game back in 8 months. Costa. Well deep for Pimentel. Good forwarding header for Pimentel. Hard run on the edge. And Harper Cone still battling for it. And out of play off of SK. It's going to be a Falcons throw. Into the 6, and Addie Cook. Out play far side touchline, near side to the bench area. Falcons again will have a throw in. Falcons are able to come away with this one for a moment before they're stopped as the ball was called out of play. So an SK throw just back by midfield. And Pimentel getting a stoppage of play. Stop the clock. So an injury time. And Sarah Pimentel will go off. Maddie Gallo will come back on to replace Pimentel. On the throw-in restart. Yep. So we'll see how that works for Pimentel. Addie Cook mishandles, and Addie Cook trips, and they say no. Addie Cook took down the West player from behind. That should 100%, 100 million%. You can't do that if you're a goaltender. You cannot take the player down from behind when they're in a goal-scoring opportunity. Blown call by the referees. West's going to have to figure out how to recollect themselves from that. Absolute blown call. Off of Marcis for McDonald. You could hear the consternation from the fans as well. And the entire West boys soccer team down below us, they certainly know the laws of the game well. And now a little bit of pushing between the 15 of DiFilippo and the 11 of Finley Carr, and the ref tells him to settle down. Fulis hits off of Orlandi's shin, comes back out. Fitzgerald had a poke at it. Back to center, Fulis again. This one's going to bounce up high. Orlandi will slap it and go ahead and make the scoop. Good boot as it came off of Blanchette and out of play. Looking for Gallo. Back center for Marcis. Marcis will settle that one, turn it outside. And DiFilippo on the overlap to Gallo out of play. Torres will chase this one back defensively. May back pass to Orlandi. She will. Orlandi will clear it. A whistle. And the Falcons are going to get a kick. Too much pushing from SK. Is this going to be the story of the second half? Falcons will need to keep their head straight. Still chasing this game. A 1-0 score line on the Bella DeGioia goal. With 17.5 left to go in the first half. Good turn from Marcis. Webb trying to get outside. Sorry, DiFilippo trying to get outside. Over top of Gallo for Marcis. To Gallo. Back for Marcis again. For Emily Webb now inside. Bachner has to turn away. Bachner had an opportunity to switch outside. Fitzgerald tapped that one. Costa off put that one for McDonald. And that'll go into space where no one exists, and Torres can just block the four of Pasanos to let it go out wide. Substitution for the Falcons will not come. And SK will head that one out on the throw. Oh, they're going to say off West. Cleared from the back line smartly. And now we'll get substitutions for both sides. Carried across to the midfield. Going down, and they're going to call the takedown on Marcis. As Marcis ran over top of Reagan Bell and the 14 of Abby McDonald. So Lauren Pulis. Torres had that one go off of her, was looking for it, was Paisanos, and Jordan Costa got in the way. The goal-saving defensive play from Jordan Costa's thigh. And another whistle and another free kick to come from SK is now the referees are just blowing everything on a player going to ground. It'll slow down the pace of this game. And it doesn't help West. Free kick from about 25 out. Fearless score. From distance, Lauren Fearless, and it's 2-0 Rebels. Pimentel restarts. Bachner sends that one deep. Torres turns to the outside touchline again on the outside line as he tries to slot that one through. Falcons looking for an overlap play, can't get there. Still plenty of time, 24 and change left to go in regulation, and soccer, or football as they call it through the rest of the world, known for bizarre things happening. Anybody who's fans of Premier League certainly can attest to having seen some bizarre situations with goals in second halves. We don't have stoppage time in high school soccer, so can't say there's going to be a 92-30 goal to be scored. Or would be an 82-30 in this situation as we play two 40-minute halves. Kansas City Current in the NWSL found them on the front side of that one. the other week and now find themselves in the championship game this weekend in Washington, D.C. against Portland Thorns, a chance to win their first championship as Kansas City Current, would be the third championship in Kansas City women's pro soccer history. Portland Thorns trying to just add another star to the two they already have on top of their crest. And then all heads turn to next year in 2023 and the Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. For Marcis at center, Pimentel has that one come off of her. Bachner tried to chase it back. Torres has to turn alongside the bench side, and it's pushed out of play, and a West throw, they're going to say no, off of Torres, SK throw instead. We approach towards midway of the second half. And tonight's game on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Piva Realty, the Perino Properties team. Visit perinoproperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network, get a $500 credit towards buying or selling a home. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. Visit rreliterecruits.com for more information. One of two women's soccer games on Fans Only Sports Network tonight. Cranston East Thunderbolts in action against Classical over all of about 10 minutes from here at Cranston Stadium. As we come close to the end of the season and the Rhode Island High School playoffs to come. Still a few games left to go in the regular season before we set the brackets. We'll be at Pilgrim tomorrow as the Pilgrim Patriots take on the Cumberland Clippers. We'll also be in Bristol, Rhode Island tomorrow as well, too. The Mount Hope Huskies will be in action. Sorry, check that. Pilgrim takes on East Providence. Mount Hope takes on Cumberland. Got my visiting teams backwards. So Pilgrim and East Providence tomorrow, Mount Hope and Cumberland. You can catch both those games right here on fansonlysports.com. Mount Hope still has Smithfield on the schedule. Pilgrim will play Cranston West on Saturday, a very early morning 10 a.m. tap time from Pilgrim before we start the playoffs on November 3rd. And all roads lead to Cranston Stadium in the state championship game on November 12th. Ball out of play on the far sideline. Will be another throw-in for SK. South Kingstown came in today's game 4-7-4 in the division, 6-8-4 overall, standing one win above Cranston West. West at 3-6-5 in Division 1A needed a win today. That win would have put West into the 4 spot they would have the tiebreaker, having beaten SK. But they trailed 2-0 with 17 and change to go. As this one goes high up and comes down, Marcis for Webb. Back again, Fitzgerald as she sends this one all the way for Riley Welch. Tapped out of play. Torres tries to turn. And out of play. Well, on senior night games, you certainly like to have an opportunity to perhaps maybe pull your seniors off and give them a celebration. But with a game like this, trailing 2-0, playoff implications standing, it's a good bet that all the seniors are going to get left on the field tonight for the remaining 15 minutes. And that one went off of an SK player. Clearly got called for an SK throw-in instead, and Riley Welch was incensed right in front of the referee, clearly. Back in for the Falcons, trying to clear this one away for Welch. Welch is getting pushed from behind, no call. And it's going to come over top. Orlandi will scoop it up. Would have been called offside. But they'll let it go. Oleski was in front of the 8 of Costa. Torres as to ground with Pisano since she gets called. So Lauren Fulis, who scored a goal on a free kick here in the second half, sends that one into the box, kicked away by Fitzgerald, will curl for the byline out of play. And an SK corner to come. And substitutions for both South Kingstown and Cranston West. Corner. Came down. And Malia Young tried to get it. Welch sent that one up the line. Carried across by Hubbard. Torres, as she tries to turn, cannot, and she's pushed out of play by DeJoya. And it's an SK throw deep. Another Falcons 6. And Sarah Perot back on the field. So now the seniors are on the field. Zoe Smith looking forward for Welch. Getting pushed was Webb, and instead they call SK for the ball. Webb not really being given space to be able to collect that 50-50. She was getting pushed from behind. Pimentel for Webb. Slots one for Welch. A little too much touch on that one, out of play. And it may have gone on the inside of the flag across the byline. Looks like it's going to be a 6 for SK. $12 left to go. A fast-moving game. Even with the 2 goals, not a lot of stoppages for cards, not a lot of stoppages for injuries, and we've played this in an hour and 20 of normal clock time. This might rank as one of the quickest games of the season. It is 80 minutes, and it's 90 if you add in the 10-minute halftime. But we have not had a whole lot of clock stoppages as Orlandi scoops that one up. Falcons need to pull something in the last 10 minutes to go. Bella DeJoy a goal in the first half, Lauren Pulis in the second half, and the Rebels have a 2-0 lead and can cement themselves into 4th place in this Division I Group A. The Falcons will have to try to do some work and hope that a few things can fall in their favor. Falcons will need 2 wins and a few favors. If they want to try to get into that 4 spot. They have 1 game left to play, which is that game on Saturday against Pilgrim. Pilgrim, of course, 8-1-5 in the group, 9-1-5 overall, top of Division I Group A. As it stands right now, between Division 1A and Division 1B, the Falcons are on the outside looking in. A draw would help a little bit. They have 9 minutes to do it. Perot for Welch. Harper Cone, Riley Welch. Ball turned off of the foot of Vivieros. She chases that one to the line. Vivieros fighting for it, getting pulled. No call from the referees. Back pass turn off of an SK player out of play. Good throw, good kick, I should say, from Perot. And she'll go to the corner. A critical corner for the Falcons. Perot. will set this one up. Cross right in the center of the box, and it scoots away. Substitutions for SK. Out of play across the back line. SK is going to get a 6 for Eddie Cook. Cook sends that one blocked down, and an attempt back. Falcons are trying to press the envelope. They're going to have to shepherd this one back. As going to ground. Good defensive play from the Falcons. It looked to be the 10 Amalia Young that took the tumble. Or check that, it was the 18 of Talia Fuller. Outside along the line, good switch ball for Welch from Perot. Little too far. We'll run into the west bench. Still 5 and change left to go here in regulation on this valiant effort from a west side as they look to try to get one over the team that stands on top of them in that 4th place in the standings. And it's going to be a west throw in deep. And substitutions as Riley Welch will get taken out. That'll probably do it for her for the game. That'll do it for her season, and that's her West career. Perot. No, they're going to put Welch back in. What a move by Jeremy Shearer. Pulled Welch for strategy point. And now I'm going to put her back in so she'll finish on the field. Lauren Fulis for SK. Into the box. Will get kicked up high. Pulled down by McDonald. McDonald puts that one through, and it's out of play. And an SK throw. And they'll bring Riley Welch back in. They'll take off the senior Sarah Pimentel. And Welch will play the last 350 for sure on the field. Orlandi gets pulled down and somehow spins her body around to be able to take that one off. And it will be a kick all the way through to midfield for the 20 of Harper Cone. For Welch. Marcis. Cone. Can the Falcons get one? They're going to say foul committed by SK, and the Falcons will get a kick. In the box is the yell as Jordan Costa sets from about 40 out. Costa, that one at distance. And Eddie Cook scooped it. Bachner. Cone will chase that one to the touchline. Harper Cone was able to win as she got it to deflect off of Bella Hubbard. We approach 2 left to go here in the half. 2 left in regulation. Perot. Fitzgerald taps that one through for Bachner. Turned again for Webb. And it will dance itself across the field and out of play in front of the SK bench. Bella DeGioia in the first half. Lauren Fulis in the second half. The 2-0 scoreline as the Rebels hold a lead over Cranston West in a game that had all sorts of implications written over it. Orlandi comes out, and that one will get kicked up over top from the 14 of McDonald, and a 6 for the Falcons. Bryn Bachner, Molly Fitzgerald, Sarah Perot, Ariana Torres, Kylie Viveros, Emily Webb, Riley Welch complete their stay at the nest as members of the class of 2023. They will see themselves walk across the stage in June, accept their diplomas, and off to their respective collegiates as they will stop the clock. And there was an injured player down on the field. Don't worry about the clock. Don't worry about it. And about 30 seconds left to go. I have no clue what the referee's time actually is, so don't worry about it. They'll send that one into play. We'll get kicked out. And West is going to make one more substitution. And they just want her to exit the field so they could go ahead and play as Perot sends that one across. Cook will shepherd it to the line. And a throw-in for SK. And a whistle to come at any moment from the referees will end the game. There is the whistle, and that's it. And SK, the South Kingstown Rebels, come into the nest and walk out with a 2-0 victory, put themselves in 4th place against the Falcons. And that'll put the Falcons on the outside looking in on the playoff picture. 1 game left in the season. They'll play at Pilgrim on Saturday morning. But that'll do it for us here from Cranston West. We thank you so much for tuning in on Fans Only Sports Network. From Matt Jellis, Lindsay Levine, all of us here at Fans Only Sports, have a great night. dig it in. Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down and shot.